for U.S. adults. Joining us now is a representative from the state of Texas, 27th Congressional District, and member of the House Department of Government Efficiency Committee, Congressman Michael Cloud. Welcome to Victory News, sir.
Thank you. Good to be on with you today.
Let me ask you this. What's your reaction to that Gallup poll revealing that Democrats now favor socialism over capitalism, and they've been that way for nearly a decade?
Well, it's not surprising at all. I can tell you that as we try to work through legislation up here. I would have expected after November to see kind of a course correction here, but instead what we've seen them do is double down on these Marxist ideologies that have never worked ever in history. And they keep thinking, well, maybe it'll work this time. It's been proven ineffective. It's been proven to bring nothing but human suffering. And it's horrible for humanity. And so it's an ideology that they continue to embrace. I could only assume because it's about control. It's about the government controlling the lives of people, and it's unfortunate.
All right, it's big government for sure. Earlier this week, President Trump warned Hamas on social media time had run out for the release of the hostages, and he said this, quote, "This is my last warning. There will not be another one." Do you think that President Trump's strong stance will help bring Hamas to a ceasefire or end the war with Israel?
Yes, it should. I mean, the world is very clear that President Trump is leading the national agenda here, and on the world stage, they are looking to him, unlike the previous administration, on these issues. And it's important that we know and that the world knows that Hamas cannot stay in authority in Gaza, and that they must be removed, and that these hostages need to be brought home. And that's the easiest, quickest way to end the war, is for them to return and restore peace to the region and begin the work of rebuilding.
Now, you helped author a recent congressional resolution to create a Day of the Bible. Give us the details.
Yeah, well, this celebrates our history and our heritage, and the role of the Bible throughout our history and heritage. On September 12th, many years ago, our founding fathers, the Continental Congress, signed and authorized the Aiken Bible, which was the first Bible authorized by Congress to be printed here in the United States. It was the American Bible, in a sense, to be read by all, even our school children. And it's throughout our history. It's played an important role in the forming of our government. You don't have the American Revolution without the Black Robe Regiment. You can talk about Benjamin Franklin at the Constitutional Convention asking for prayer, leader after leader after leader. John Jay, our first Supreme Court justice, was the president of the American Bible Association. And so influence after influence, generation after generation after generation, scriptures played an important role in the founding ethic. Our government and our way of life is basically based on principles that are found in Scripture.
So do you think you heard that story I wrote a moment ago about the test scores and the lack of proficiency in our schools? Would the Bible help in that?
It would. It's an important part of our history. And also in the other tragic news stories that you covered, where we see the loss of value in life, and just imagine what happens when there's a God ethic that returns to our society, where we believe that we're going to be accountable for our actions. And there's a God consciousness that begins to guide our conscience as a nation, that begins to put justice, the right kind of justice, preeminent in our communities, as opposed to what we've seen, a turning from the rule of law. Right. All these things are scriptural principles that help.
Okay. To that point, Congressman, to that point, you tell us about your support, along with other Republican lawmakers, for the Trump administration's work to stop the use of tax dollars for VA abortions.
Yeah, we found out during the Biden administration that they had, it's supposed to be against the federal government's policy for tax dollars to support abortions, yet they tried to get a workaround through our VA. And so we fought it before, and the Biden administration returned that practice. Happy to see the Trump administration working to make sure that no American should be forced to pay for someone else's abortion, even through the VA. And so they should be focused on veteran health care. We're returning it to that priority.
All right. Be sure to learn more about Representative Cloud by visiting cloud.house.gov or on X at RepCloudTX. Congressman, thank you for taking time to be with us here on Victory News today.
God bless you.